and the flagman, the flagman back to the caboose, head brakeman, the fireman, and the engineer. They all got off and give me a big hug. So I don't know who you are, but I love you. All right, pick us a song, Ed. Woo! Play a little fancy there, Ed.
Well, Bob heard that train a-comin'. He heard it round the bend. He ain't seen so many coal cars since he don't know when. Well, Bob was stuck out there that day. Time kept dragging on. Now Bob's here on Pickin Time when he's not on the telephone. I'll pick it now. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in fancy dining cars. I hope they're reading their Bible instead of smoking them big cigars.
That's right, that's right. Don't smoke no big cigars. Did you ever smoke any, Ed? Hey, show them that picture on the newsletter
I
this month.
smoked a pipe one time when I was a kid just because I liked the smell of it. That's about it.
Show my picture from this on our newsletter, Ed.
Yeah, this is our newsletter for the month of June. Look who's on there. See that fellow there, that little guitar player fellow right here?
Good guitar player, too.
Yeah, that's Aaron.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, tuned his guitar up. That was from our share-a-thon, and somebody come over and snapped that picture, and now it's on the June newsletter. And of course, you can get that newsletter. I thank all the folks that contribute to Living Faith Television will get that newsletter. There's some good reading in there about what's going on in Living Faith Television. And, of course, on the back, you've got the program schedule for the entire 24-hour day.
Yeah, if you don't have it, I'm sure you can call up here to the station. Our number is 276-676-3806. And see if one of the girls won't get it out and mail it to you there.
Or you can write us at Post Office Box 1867, Abingdon, Virginia, zip code 24212.
Yeah. We got Edd Townsend with us, guitar picker, and he does a little imitation of old Grandpa Jones. There's Grandpa.
That's old Grandpa.
Paul McCoy.
Yeah, old boys. Grandpappy Amos from over there.
Yeah, Amos McCoy. That's him.
Boys. This world, it ain't my home, boys. I'm just passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. Angels beckon me, boys, from heaven's open door. I can't feel at home in this world anymore, boys. You bunch of old boys beat all I've ever seen. Playing those guitars and playing them nice and clean. I've been with Bob since now I'm turning blue. Boys, I just don't know what I'm going to do.
Edd Townsend from the Big Alvarez.
Yeah. Sing one, Bob.
Go ahead, come on, I want to hear Grandpa.
You want to hear Grandpa again?
Yeah, one time.
They're all expecting me, and that's one thing I know. Savior, pardon me, boys, that was a long time ago. I know you'll take me through, though I am weak and poor. I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Bring it, Bob. Yeah. in glory land will live eternally.
Eternally.
Saints on every hand are shouting victory.
Victory.
Their song's sweetest praise
In
is
Jesus.
on heaven's shore. And I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
Come on, Ed. Play that guitar.
And I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Grandpa, what do you say, boys?
Oh, that's good. I like that. Thank you, Ed. Big Edd Townsend doing it for you. And
boy.
Ed does a good job. Teaches guitar, and he's also a good cook. A chef, I guess they call
Yeah,
him.
we can cook.
Ed went to school in Paris, France, to learn how to do this, and he's got a regular cooking hat. Put that on. Let's see how that does.
Well, I learned a lot
I'm
of
gonna
this
get you to
stuff.
cook something for me there.
I learned a lot of this stuff from my old girlfriend.
Now, you're a sophisticated cook, I know that. And you probably never heard of cooking possum the way I do.
No,
But,
not the way you.
This is the secret to really, you know, possum is, I mean, there was a time during the Depression years, you know, that our family had to eat possum. And I mean, I've had to eat a lot of crow, but I'm talking about actually eating possum and groundhog. Because there was always a lot of possum. You know, if you go out coon hunting, and maybe you wouldn't get one, but you always get a possum. And if you parboil him, you know what that means?
Tell us about that. And I've heard of it, but I don't know in depth what.
Well,
it
you take the possum, clean him up good, you know.
Yeah.
And then I won't get into all details, skin him and everything, but you parboil him with a lot of salt and pepper, you know, season, for about an hour or so. Put him in the oven. Smother him up with a little bit of honey if you could, glaze him. You know how to do all that.
Yeah.
And then bake that little rascal. It's good.
How many degrees do you have to put that on?
About 400.
About 400?
350, 400. Let it bake. Unless you want to bake a long time, put on about 300, bake a little long, but it's good.
I'd say.
I know how to bake possum. There's a lot of things I can't do in this world, but that ain't one of them.
I thought my apron was down there, but I don't know what.
What'd you do with your apron? Ed's a regular cook. Now, tell us about some of your kind of cooking, you know, for the folks that ain't from back in the hills.
I particularly like outdoor cooking.
Oh.
You know, us boys, us
What's the
men, us
secret
boys.
to grilling a good steak?
Knowing your fire, knowing that fire. It's like you was talking about the railroad.
Yeah.
Well, the fireman had a big job on those steam engines, didn't he?
Well, they shoveled the coal in
He had
there.
to know that fire, didn't he?
Yeah, you did. That's right.
The thing about the cooking outside. You know, even with a gas grill or charcoal grill, or even an electric grill, whatever you got out there, you got to know your fire. And a lot of people, you know, just throw a bunch of coals in and they got a complete hot fire all the way around. The way to do it is put some of those coals over to the side and create a cool side of that grill, because if you get too hot, you want a place to put your meat, you know, over on the cool side if it does get too hot. So that's probably one of the biggest things is knowing your fire.
Yeah, I like that. Well, how do you know when it's hot enough to throw the steak on? Should it be real hot first?
Well, it's according to if you're using the charcoal, you know, a lot of people use that lighter fluid. You want all that to burn off. You don't want that old fluid.
Don't want to taste that.
You don't want to taste that in your steak. So as long as that's gone, it's good and hot. Yeah. You take your fork and punch you some holes in that steak. Put you some salt and pepper, or a little of that Montreal steak sauce. Not the sauce, but the rub, steak rub powder. Punch it with a fork, throw it over on the other side.
Will that work with hamburger too?
Yeah, it work with hamburger.
I didn't know. I like that.
I'm starting to get a little hungry, aren't you?
Me too.
If it wasn't for those two good bacon egg biscuits,
Yeah, we'd be starved to death.
I'd be starved to death.
Hey, you know, they in Ohio they used to cook them and get the grill real hot and put what was real hot and put the steaks on, close the lid down. They said it would seal the juices in. Is that true?
Possibly, yeah.
Let's play a little music and take a break while we think about that.
Okay, let's do it.
I got to think about that.
Let's do this. Key of G.
I'm ready.
Follow me on this. Here we go.
I'd have a to follow you on that.